position here as the ball will be at the 15-yard line. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go-around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you've got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you've got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. Steps away to his left. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line.
Jameis Winston and Mike Evans came into the league 1 year apart. They're going to continue to grow together. How about their first connection in this game?
Yeah, in the first 2 seasons for Mike Evans, both over 1,000 yards. What a way to start an NFL career. They'll run for it with Martin. And he is not going to get through here on try number 1. They stop him at the goal line.
I like the call. Inside the red zone, running the toss. Why? They want to get to the edges. They want to see if guys who don't normally make a lot of tackles are willing to actually do that. That usually means the guy's at the cornerback position.
It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
But there's another example of why they haven't scored any points so far. I think it's time to abandon the...
And he will score. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Jameis Winston taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Bucs are able to make this a close game again. They haven't fully climbed the mountain, but they've started the ascent here with that score.
I like that, right? I think they've left base camp now, okay?
Go.
So they've started to move their way up the mountain. Long way to go, but at least they know it's manageable.
Winston to throw for it. And he's got it for the 2-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. The kicker, Roberto Aguayo, has it teed up and is about ready to get this one started. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. The Broncos offense now gets ready to head back onto the field. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
They're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. And the offense there, the O-line, everybody really on offense, they were just manhandled at the point of attack.
Hey, you could pretty much call them all out, couldn't you? Almost by name, right? That was a very tough sequence for the offensive line. But how about that defensive front? Creating a new line of scrimmage and creating a lost yardage possibility.
And he'll get this one up to about his 14. Just a yard there, so it brings up a tough 3rd and 12. 12 yards to go on 3rd down. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. And the Bucs with an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. We'll come back to Tampa after this timeout. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. On 3rd down, Lynch airing it deep for Fowler. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Alteron Werner. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And that last touchdown drive, a good mix of pass and run. Defensively, they just looked a little out of whack.
And it's so hard to stay up with an offense that has things going so well, where you're guessing and guessing wrong play after play. So what you
now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Aqib Talib. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. And now the Broncos offense, they get set to head back onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
Here we go now.
Lynch looking to throw on 2nd. And no escaping this he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
And that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack. And that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
Lynch fighting. He fumbles. He lost the football. Now, I think the offense is going to keep possession. Yes, they are. But they're backed up now at their own 2-yard line. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but the other team doesn't get it. That's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
It'll wind up being a net of 41. 9-yard return, 50 on the punt. And the Buccaneer offense will be set up well as they take over.
Let's go now. Blue waiting.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. So on that play, defense was in the zone. They ran a crossing route offensively, but the defense there, you got to be good with communication, don't you? And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Derek Wolfe, he's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. Now a second down throw for Winston. Flushed out right. And, Jameis intercepted a third time. It's the linebacker, DeMarcus Ware. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. And Denver getting set to take the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Broncos offensive unit here as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
A fake to Anderson. Now it's Lynch. On the crossing route, he hits Demaryius Thomas. And he's brought down after a good gain. A good pickup there of 20 yards. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. They give it to Anderson. And some room to work. C.J. Anderson. And all the way home for a Broncos score. C.J. Anderson, 57 yards. And the Broncos will add on to their lead.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you've got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll probably wish he reconsidered here. It'll cost him 10 yards now with a new rule as he's down at the 15-yard line. Here comes the Buccaneers offense. They get their first reps of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Aqib Talib. So the Broncos coming out now. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a...
And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. C.J. Anderson with now his second touchdown of this third quarter. And the Broncos use this short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never wanted to make something...
In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Von Miller from that outside linebacker spot. He's able to get in there for a loss of 9. Second down, Winston. And he's going to go down right near the goal line. The officials look at each other. They're going to mark him at the 1-yard line. And they're going to speed things up here. Winston from his end zone on third down. Goes underneath to Martin. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
I think that call was made not so much to try and get the first down, although they would have taken it if they could have gotten it. But to get their...
And my goodness, another interception. And how about this? It's the other Brandon Marshall that picks it off. Now this Broncos offensive unit ready to head back out onto the field. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
William Golston in on the stop.
You know how we get focused at end of the half and into the game situations about how much time's on the board and, you know, what you need to do? Sometimes you don't even have to worry about that. That's just smart football. You know, that kind of a lead, staying in bounds, it burns clock, even in a situation that we're not really focused on it.
And defensively, it's a nickel formation here on third down and 9. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. Give him 9 on the pickup, but they're still a few inches short now on fourth down.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
They pass up the 3, fake it. It doesn't work. Now the Buccaneers offense gets ready to head back onto the field. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. They set up the screen to Martin. And down he'll go at the 25. 4 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up second down. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Now Jameis on second down. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. He was trying to get it to Doug Martin, and it's third down.
Well, an incomplete pass certainly doesn't look like a good play. For the guy throwing it today, as many interceptions he's thrown, he's got to feel a sigh of relief that the ball actually hit the ground and didn't go in the other direction.
Sonic! Ready! Blue ready! Easy! Let's go!
On third down, Winston. He's going to air one out. And this is caught at the 20. A big play that time for Tampa Bay. 56 yards.